33 Immortals, man. Finally got a good amount of time in it. It's out for Epic Game Store, and it's out for Xbox. And I want to talk about, I want to review it. It's made by Thunder Locust, and I think this game is going to interest quite a bit of people. It is in early access. Keep that in mind. It is in early access. What's going on, you guys? Gaming Guide here, coming at you with another video. Today we're going to be talking about 33 Immortals. So it's a co-op action roguelike for 33 players. Play a damned soul and rebel against the god's final judgment. Pick up the raid, cooperate to survive hordes of monsters, or defeat massive bosses and fight with the wrath of God in a fight for your eternal life. So essentially what this is, it's like a huge co-op experience type of game. And I think for the most part, people know what these type of games are. Now let's go into stuff that I really enjoy about it. I really enjoy the classes. You know, you got your bow, your mage, you got daggers, and you got the sword. So one thing I will say, and this is feedback because this says early access. You know, after playing, I don't even know how many hours, I finally beat the last boss. I played this game a lot. I streamed it multiple times. I played it a bunch offline. I have put a good amount of hours into this game, and I can tell you that it's a fun experience. The cooperative experience that you have between all the characters, you know, the fact that everyone's truly got to work together and they do whatever they can to like really put you in the front line. The biggest thing I'm worried about this game is I'm worried that like this is kind of going as like a, you know, play as you go, you know, they do updates. It's kind of giving you the same veins as like a Hades, where they're like, look, we're going to give you the ability to go back, play. But with Hades, it was different because it was one person. And I'm very curious how they're going to be able to pull off doing something like this in a massive scale without getting people that, you know, that improvements. Because, you know, there's a lot of RNG in Hades, and that's not saying there's not RNG in this. You know, I do feel like the tutorial could be a little bit better. I do feel that some of the good tactics that you can use aren't necessarily there at launch. I feel like some of the classes are not as good as other classes. That doesn't mean they're bad or anything. You know, there is a lot of good classes in the actual game. We'll go over them. All right. So we got the sword class. The sword class, in my opinion, is the best class. I'm going to be real with you. You're able to parry. You're able to attack. You're able to dash. You're able to do everything. And I think the biggest thing is because this game has these like little shrines around that. That's how you get your own, you know, HP and stuff. And I think that's the biggest issue that you're having with something like this is you don't necessarily know when those things are going to be up. Health is very scarce on this. Because those shrines will sell you health, but they come with bones. And now the way you get bones is there's these little chests and stuff that spawn throughout the map. You can go to them. You know, they're able to give you in-game currency to do stuff like, you know, buy certain things. You know, in the game, you find stuff that you take back to your actual hub world, and you're able to like customize your appearance there. I do feel like they need to reach out to you know, maybe PlayStation, collab with like God of War or something. I feel like that would really help this game. But I feel like the biggest thing this game needs, in my opinion, is like a complete class redone. You know, are the classes useless? No. I think the dagger class is pretty good. The mage class, I think their supers count for more than anything. And what a super is like essentially it's a team ability. You need at least 2 people to do them. Most of them you need 3. And, you know, I'll go over what they do briefly. So you got the dagger one. You need 2 people to do that. And essentially what that does is every time you hit an enemy, you get a skull. That's the in-game currency to get teleportation spheres where you can teleport to anyone on the map. That's keys where when you're in dungeons, you're able to get an extra, you know, RNG item. And then you're able to heal yourself with those. So those are very useful. But I think the issue I'm having is like, the survivability with these characters. Maybe it's because I didn't use these characters long enough, but I feel like they're not as fun than with the tank. And the tank is the sword because you can parry anything in this game. Maybe the tank needs to be nerfed. Maybe that's it. But you know, when I'm sitting here playing this game and I'm having a blast, You know, there is a boss at the end of these. I didn't get to the boss at the end of the second one. I got to the boss at the end of the first one. So pretty much you have to get like this special key to go to the boss at the end of the second one. Well, to even join the second part of the game. I think 33 Immortals has a lot of potential. And when I mean a lot of potential, I mean a ridiculous amount of potential. But I do think they need to revolve this around team-oriented stuff. They need to put this in any type of live service subscription models that they possibly can and rely on microtransactions to fund it. Hell, this game might even need to be a free-to-play. It is $20, so it's not like a crazy amount of money that you have to spend to play it. But I do know that you need 33 people to play this. So you have to constantly keep these lobbies going, and I'm worried that if you invest your money that the game's going to fizzle out in a couple months. Do I think that's going to happen? Probably not. They do have a third area that they're working on. Like I said, they're probably going to make adjustments. I myself would like a healer in this game. Maybe you guys can speak on that if you've played this and give my assumption on that. I think 33 Immortals has so much potential. And I think they can really do something with this game, but they need to make sure that they get out content. And we've seen it through these like games as a service. Would I consider those like your traditional games as a service? No. They're not like really throwing out any form of, microtransactions actually. They're not really doing that. What they're really doing in this is they're like, look, we're going to go ahead and hit you up with this. You're able to play. Now you can go to the store. Now maybe they need to fix that. Maybe it does need to be more traditional with microtransactions where it has like a cosmetic store and you're able to go there and like, make your character look exactly how you want it to. I don't mind those services. I don't mind that format. But me particularly, if you do that format, make it to where I can get cool stuff in game. I don't care if it's like through a special boss. I think they need a hard mode too. I do think they need a healing support class. Because, the raids, I ain't gonna lie, when you fight like the raid boss or however you guys want to call him, his name's Lucifer on this one. I don't know if there's multiple of them. I haven't seen multiple of them. But when you're fighting this person and he's doing unique special abilities, like they'll fill up, everything is choreographed where they're showing you where everything's going. If he's gonna attack you, you're gonna see it coming. You're gonna see it coming, or like a red thing's gonna pop up. And that's not just him, that's everyone in the game. I'm sure you can look at the trailer. I'll put some kind of gameplay in the background. I don't know. Point blank is this game, I feel, has a lot of potential. Like a lot. And I think this game can do a lot. The problem we need with this is we need more to see. This isn't early access. So, I think if you guys want unique experiences and you got a free $20, because, some of you go to McDonald's and spend $20. It's easy. I do it myself. They are doing something unique. There is no one in the industry doing to this degree. Now, maybe we need more harder mechanics. Maybe we need the game to be here. Because that's the thing. Like the recycled gameplay of this. You go in there, you fight with 32 people because you're the 33rd. And you get as far as you can. You do as best as you can. But I've already noticed, being already into this game a couple weeks, that the player base is already clearing that gap. You're already getting more and more people that actually know how to play the game, and they're getting through it more relatively fast. I beat Lucifer last night for the first time, and I could already tell that I'm getting over the game. I just don't know, because in Hades, man, it was difficult. You didn't get the right RNG, you were done. And you had to like restart. And that's not the problem with this game. So I'm just kind of curious exactly how they handle that going forward. Is that going to be an issue going forward? I don't know. I think there's a lot of things that they need to do in this game. I do. But I see so much potential. And, I don't normally tell you guys just to go buy something to support. I always say support what you enjoy. But I will tell you I enjoyed this game a lot. I played it a good amount, played it for hours upon hours. It took me a while before I beat Lucifer the first time, and that was solely off of who I'm playing with and what type of fights I'm interacting with. Because essentially how the whole process goes is you get these dungeons that pop up. They can only be 6 at a time, and you're supposed to split up from the 33 to like teams of 6, teams of 10. You're supposed to work together. You get mad buffs in this game for working together. You go into these dungeons, you kill them, stuff pops up. Now, there'd be chests there. There'd be another chest if you have a key. And those will give you pretty much your perks that you can have in the game. You can recycle them with skulls. So, you know, that's a good thing in general as well. But in my opinion, it's got good gameplay. We just need more to do with that gameplay. You know, if you're going to keep recycling these, because you do have this chick in the middle in the hub world where she will increase your stuff. But to me, if I'm already low level like this and I'm already clearing Lucifer and stuff, sure, maybe it's because I haven't beat the second one fully, because this is an early access. So, you know, maybe that is going to show difficulty. But even the second world, I didn't feel like was mad difficult. I felt like the second world was harder. There was definitely more unique monsters, but this game's more about learning the monsters, learning their patterns, learning what you can get away with, and working from there. And I think that's going to be the biggest upscale battle for this game. But, you know, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. 33 Immortals is a fun experience, and, you know, I'm just going to tell you guys, if you guys want to reward people doing unique stuff, for $20, I feel like it's worth it. I do. I feel like it's worth the experience, worth, you know, growing with this game, worth us as a community building this game. And I think that's something that, you know, we need to fall back on more, because they could have easily tried to price this like $50. They didn't. They're just trying to get 20 out of you. And I think that's valid. I think that's a valid thing. You know, once again, you know, when it comes to unique experiences and people actually trying new stuff, I do believe that there are stuff that we could talk to. You know, I think it might be slightly more on Xbox, just a slightly more, because on Epic it was $20. That's how much I saw it on when I was going to buy it on Epic. Shout out to Microsoft. Shout out to Thunder Locust for providing the review key. The reviewing process for this game was a little unique, but once again, I want to really emphasize, I enjoyed this game to the fullest. And I do think if you like the gameplay that you see and you like what you see on the game, $20 is a good buying point for maybe not what it is now, but what it can be in the future. Right now is a fun game that you're going to get a bunch of hours into. You're going to have a good time, especially with 3 people. You're going to have teams of 4, and then those 4 match up to 33. But in my personal opinion, where this game's going to shine the most is through building the game with the community, and you're going to see like a very good game come out as long as they're able to maintain the content. And that's why I tell you, when it comes to something like this, support, drop that 20, 25, and, you know, just play the game and enjoy it, because it's not a lot, and I feel like you guys would enjoy it. But anyway, tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm very curious your guys' opinion. And until next time, this is Gaming Addict. I'm out of here. Peace. How you guys like my new angle, man? My new angle. How you guys like it? Put in the comment section below. I don't know how many people are going to watch this trailer, this review. Peace.